So today, the missus and I are off to wine country. And wine country for us happens to be Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls region on the Canadian side of the border here in Ontario. So we're gonna go down there and we're gonna do some wine tastings. It's a gorgeous day for it, sun's out, bright fall colors this year. It looks absolutely stunning here in southwestern Ontario. Out driving around in southwestern Ontario this year, you may have noticed that the fall foliage is really bright and vibrant this year. And so I wanted to find out why that was, why it's bright sometimes. And I looked up an article on the Weather Network. And basically we've had some cold snaps earlier in September, followed by some wet weather. And that's given us these really, really bright, vibrant fall colors in our leaves. It looks absolutely amazing this year. On this wine tour, we started out in the town of Tillsonburg, then we went through to Waterford, Hagersville, York, and then from there we went on to Fulton, Allen's Corner, Grimsby, and then we ended up out on King Street in the Municipality of Lincoln, and that's basically where we started the wine tour, and had just an absolutely amazing day driving around visiting different wineries and taking in all the fall colors that are out there this time of year. So we had an awesome day touring around with fall colors and everything. We took in about 8 to 9 different wineries. The first one we went to was one that we'd been to before, and we loved the wine there, and we had previously seen the dining area, so we decided to test this out this time, and that was Redstone. We had a lunch there. We had ginger carrot hummus dip. My wife had a couple limestone Riesling wines. She had a tomato basil salad, which wasn't quite what we expected. It didn't have any lettuce or anything in it. It was just basically a variety of different tomatoes with some sauce on it and some toast. And I had the fish and chips along with a beer. And all that came to about 150 bucks, which was really expensive. But the hummus dip had the in-house crackers with the sesame seed and the pumpkin seeds on it. It tasted really good. Everything was great. Just the cost was a little much for what it was. Next we were off to Ridgepoint Winery. It's a smaller winery and it was very nice in there. Nice little spot. Then we went to Vineland Winery and we actually didn't buy any wines there. This is a huge massive estate and they do weddings and everything in there. They got a beautiful looking shop with a second tier inside for, you know, having some dining and stuff there. So that was really neat. Then we were off to Featherstone, then Creekside, and Rockway. Rockway was absolutely awesome too. It's a golf course and they do a ton of weddings and stuff there, so it was really nice inside. They had a nice little intimate wine shop in there, and then they had a bunch of other areas that catered to the golfing and stuff in there as well. Then we were off to Westcott Winery, and it was neat. We just bought one bottle of wine there, and they actually had a fireplace hearth that was lit and going and smelled absolutely awesome in there. It was a great experience. Then we were off to Flat Rock, and Flat Rock has a 3-tier setup system. So basically you can sit on the top tier and it sits up on the Niagara Escarpment, and on a clear day you can see straight across Lake Ontario and make out the Toronto skyline in the background. I could faintly see it, but if you didn't have really good eyes you probably wouldn't have seen it when I was there.